Good morning. I hate that every video I'm wearing this jacket. Can I just say that? It makes me feel like a cartoon character when I wear the same clothes every day. Just a thought. But alas, this is the heaviest jacket I have. It's so warm. My uncle actually got it for me, which is really ironic because normally he buys me like the weirdest clothes ever. I don't even know why he buys me clothes. That's a whole nother story. But he does for Christmas and my birthday every year. He always ends up getting me something clothing related. And every now and then he'll like get a gem like this one. What is going on with my camera today? Anyway, so I wanted to make a quick video while I'm on the way to my Celine and Chanel's. I may do a video on them. I'll have to think about it. I've been putting up a lot of grooming content, and quite frankly, you guys seem to like the story times more than the grooms. I think you like the grooms too, but I think that you guys are all about the story times right now, which works for me because I'm also about the story times right now. So I want to do the story time on how I became a mobile groomer. I think that will be a really good one because it'll answer a lot of the questions that I frequently get anyway. So there's that. But I did want to talk about groomer burnout. I tried to make a video about this like while I was experiencing groomer burnout the other day, and it kind of was groomer burnout-y. It was like very like blah, like all over the place, scatterbrained, like a little frustrated to be honest with you. You guys, this morning I went to Starbucks to pick up my venti drink and they like went to hand me this. I think this is maybe even a tall. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought I ordered a venti. And he looked at it. It says venti. And he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So he gave me venti. I have so much. I'm like, oh my God, I don't need 2 full fucking Starbucks drinks, but that's okay. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it, you know? So it's a lot of milk. My stomach's really gonna hate me for this, but I'm drinking it. So anyway, like I said, the groomer burnout, I kind of realized that I noticed that's what my clip's been doing that, and it just fucks the whole world up, okay? Anyway, like I said, I tried to film it the other day. I was super burnt out because I'd just been doing a lot and I hadn't really taken that into consideration. Like, frankly, I didn't even realize like how much I was doing until actually June. I still talk to June the groomer sometimes, and he mentioned it. He was like, I don't know how you have time to like do all this shit. God, I fucking hate this phone stand. That's something I need to upgrade. Like, it's about time, right? It's about time that we upgrade the phone stand. I think it's fair. Oh, good. We're gonna hit a red light so I can fix it. I think at this point I'm waiting. I've started making money on YouTube, and I always said that if we made money on YouTube, I would invest in more YouTube like things, and the day has come. It's finally here. So, oh, I hope I don't accidentally turn that off. Anyway, so finally is the time that I'm gonna get paid, and once I get that first little YouTube paycheck, I'll go buy a better phone stand. Okay, deal. Okay, we'll figure out. I'm gonna have to Google it and see what the YouTubers use for their phone stands. I'm real excited. Anyway, groomer burnout. This is like not groomer. This is I slept for 12 hours yesterday and I feel a lot better, so I'm not burnt out anymore. So definitely take those days. So I was feeling burnout-y because I had been just working a lot. And when I wasn't working, I was doing shit with like my family or whatever. So like over the weekend, for example, Saturday I worked in the morning and then I drove an hour out to my Nana's house. She was so cute. She loves like board games and stuff, so she did like a board game thing, and then it was like half board game, half white elephant. It was so funny. Like, you got to pick a gift and you opened it, and it could be anything, like potato chips or money, or somebody got like a little sketchbook. My sister, I think my youngest, got a sketchbook. What did I get? I got M&Ms and $5. Sorry, shit. It's fucking phone stand. Anyway, so regardless, before I went to my Nana's though, I was like so fucking like burnt out, and like honestly by the time I got there I was like half asleep, like bags under my eyes. Like, I don't know if you guys have like been able to see in some of my story times, like I was like literally getting like bags under my eyes. I've never had that. Stevie baby, you need to get in your chair, honey. you gotta go get in your chair. Ain't got time for you this morning. Come on. So anyway, my point is that I think as groomers, especially, you know what I think personally, like my straight up opinion is I think the grooming forums are like really not great for like as far as like comparing goes. Like I think it's so easy to go on there and compare. I mean, there's groomers that are doing like 15, 20 dogs a day, like groom wise. And sorry, there's an ambulance. I know it's gonna be loud, so anyway, doing this a little more. There's like a sweet spot. If you tighten it too much, then it's like, and then it'll be like super loose, you know? Anyway, I think that it's really easy to go on there and compare yourself to other groomers. You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy to be like, oh, well, maybe I should be doing 15 dogs a day. And then, like, I see, like, during Christmas, people will be like, I made, you know, $800 today, or I made, you know, $1,000 or whatever. And then it's easy to get that feeling. I get it myself all the time. I'm like, maybe I should be doing more dogs in a day. Like, you know, I know mobiles that do 8 to 10 dogs a day, and I do 4. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't have to do 8 dogs a day to make what I need to make. So there's no reason really for me to do 8 dogs, but you still get that like insecurity of like, am I doing enough? You know, it's so easy to compare. And I think personally, I think that's where a lot of groomer burnout comes from. Why is this phone stand gotta be the way it is? Like, just why? I just, you know, it was $5. That's probably why. That's probably why. So every time I hit a bump, it's just going to go down a little bit. Just great. Love it. And I just got a new phone. It's like a touch heavier. It's just enough heavier that it's, you know, really making it bob and wave. Anyway, so, this is just going to be really annoying. Maybe I'll hit a red light and I can try to fix it for like the 12th time, but we all know it's not going to get fixed. Anyway, like I said, it's easy. I think when we spend a lot of time comparing ourselves to like other people and like what they're doing, it's really easy to feel, you know, not good enough on our own. You know what I mean? Like, that's usually my thing, is like, I'm not doing enough or whatever. So to talk to June, yeah, I'm gonna hit this red light, thank you. To talk to June and like to talk to people from the outside perspective of like what I do in a day is really helpful for me personally. This gotta be tight enough. Like, I can't get it any tighter. Anyway, so like I said, like, you know, first of all, like, just think realistically. Sometimes it helps to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, or like to look at yourself from a different perspective. Like, if I talked to somebody else that worked 5 days a week running their business, and then they also wanted to, you know, do private lessons, and they also did social media and whatever, then I'd be like, wow, like, when do they have time to sleep? And that's what I do. And then I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like, and I know it's just from like comparing myself to other people, and it's like, it's such an easy thing to do. So yeah, like I said, that's, to me, I think where my personal groomer burnout goes. But I think, now somebody messaged me, I think they have a good point. I think it was on Instagram that they were saying, like, what a good thing to do is, like, you know, like once a month or so to give yourself an extra day off. And I think, honestly, if I went back and looked at my schedule, that probably has happened at least on accident every month. I've given myself like 1 week that I only worked 4 days or whatever, but it's never been like intentional. And I think that is like a very good idea, honestly. I think they had a really good point in saying that, because I mean, it's true. Like, you know, you do need time to actually rest. Like I said, after sleeping like 12 hours yesterday, oh, shoot, you motherfucker. I'm not gonna say who that was. Anyway, like I said, giving yourself that time to just like chill. And then last Sunday, I literally didn't do anything. I think that was Sunday. It was Sunday or Wednesday that I literally just sat there and watched TV all day. I was like, I'm not doing anything. And I actually like woke up the next day and like felt ready to go to work. You know what I mean? So it's like, instead of like, you know, because what I've been doing is like anytime I'm off, I'm cramming in something, whether it be spending time with people, going out with friends, you know, cleaning my house, doing stuff to my van, whatever. I'm always doing something when I'm off. And what was happening was like I would cram so much into my day off that whenever I had to go back to work, I was exhausted from like everything I was doing on my day off. So anyway, I have realized like you're not superhuman, like, and it's easy. I think it's harder too, like, frankly, as a business owner. Actually, I know it's harder as a business owner because people have such high expectations of you. Like, pretty much people think, like, I was literally getting phone calls all day yesterday. Yesterday was fucking Valentine's Day. Like, I was off. Like, I don't even, obviously I'm single, but like I was still doing shit for Valentine's Day. I went and spent time with my family. Like, I do, like, that's something that I'm really proud of, is that I have such a good relationship with my family. So yeah, like, I went and spent Valentine's Day with them and whatever. But like, I'm not gonna be answering phone calls about grooming when I'm in Dave and Buster's and fucking Miley Cyrus is blaring in the restaurant. You know what I mean? I'm like, I can't talk about grooming right now. You know what I mean? And it gets like really overwhelming. I've had people like recommend like, oh, you should get a second phone, and like, to me, I'm like, that's even more to worry about. Then I've got to like keep track of that phone, and I've got to decide like where that line is. Like, am I going to record all my social media stuff on the business phone, or is that personal? You know, where is that line? So it's like, basically what it would turn into is I just end up using one phone still and then paying for two. So that's why I won't do separate lines. But you know, it's a lot. Just like getting a lot of messages. So that's why I'm trying to hire somebody. I'm working towards these classes, which means I'm going to have to drop down, because I can't possibly like do classes on top of what I'm doing right now. So I've got to do 1 day less a week of grooming. I'll probably just do maybe more dogs in a day on the days I groom. So right now I have a lot of days like today where I'm just doing 3 dogs, and I can easily do 5-6 dogs in a day. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on, is trying to make sure every day now has 5 to 6 dogs. That's going to start in April. So that's what I'm shooting for private lessons. I'm going to start the private lessons, by the way, with probably Zoom. I'm looking into it right now. So if you guys have recommendations on how you would like to take the class and you don't like the Zoom atmosphere, then let me know. But I was thinking the Zoom, that's really versatile. I could do a class with multiple people, or I can offer like one-on-one, like almost like I was talking to another groomer, and she recommended think about like trying to almost do like business coaching, basically, that you could call if you're thinking about starting a business, mobile, whatever type of business. You could call, and you know, she was mentioning even stuff like down to like how I would talk to customers, you know, recommendations on like systems that I would use. You know, you could ask me about products. Like, that's basically what it would be, is like you basically buy my time and I will just sit there and answer all your questions, and there would be some structure to it. Like, I would have you let me know, like, what are you trying to learn, basically, so I can make sure, like, if you want to know about my van, for example, I would make sure I'm out in my van when I'm talking to you. Or if you wanted to know just like regular business stuff, maybe I would be in my house, or you know what, I would cater it to like what you were specifically trying to learn, and then leave time for questions. So that's something that I'm working on. But like I said, that's going to require me going down to 4 days a week in the shop working on dogs, and then I'm going to basically reserve Mondays to be my business helping day, and whatever. And I could even, like, you know, I could do breed specific classes and all that, and you know, I have some like for the Zoom or whatever, like to do like a like maybe a 20 people class and stuff. I was thinking the first one would probably be shampoos. I think that's somewhere that I'm really strong, that I don't see that class offered a lot, would be going into the details of all the shampoos, like, and like the different types and whatever. Then I was thinking about maybe collaborating with like companies like iGroom and Hydra, and then doing a breakdown of each individual shampoo of theirs with Hydra, for example, like, and this is just an idea, I haven't talked to Hydra, so don't, like, assume that this is happening, but, like, you know, I could do a collaboration with Jeremy, for example, and he does a lot of videos, and we could talk about specific Hydra products and whatever, like, go into more details of what they do and whatever. Just some ideas. So anyway, this was kind of all over the place. It was supposed to just be about groomer burnout, but then it ended up being brainstorming, too. So, you know how it goes. Either way, I am pulling into my customer's driveway, so I gotta go get my girls, Miss Celine and Miss Chanel. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the little vlog, as per usual, and I shall see you guys in the next one.